don't know if I
Go
want to
ahead
see
and
a
lock in
giant.
Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Oh, it's finally about to happen. Man, I've been waiting to go to Jotunheim. So I'm expecting Vanaheim, Asgard. And is there another one? And this one. Those, so there's 3 still that are blocked off by Odin. And also, welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. Alright, so let's go Jotunheim. Also, we haven't had any, like, Odin has had no impact in the game so far, which I really thought he might. Which just that, and with what happened with just Freya just now in the last episode, I'm thinking God of War 2.
Oh,
I said God of War 2. Why would they do that with the name? Like, what? If they make a sequel to this, what's it called?
Cause you to explode
God of War 2.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy.
Are we in?
We must be close.
Oh man.
Well,
so
what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
See, like little tiny things like that. Like early in the game, if you asked him that, Kratos would have said, "I do not know."
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there is a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Oh my God, we made it! Oh, we made it! Oh man. This shit is amazing, bro. This is such an experience. Like, few games are able to make their games more than games. Like, this shit is an experience, like, on the highest level. This shit. Oh, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I'm just a little disappointed that it's come to an end, but all great things must come to an end. We're about to scatter our wife's ashes. Can you imagine if she didn't mean Jotunheim? Like, really, she meant the highest mountain in Midgard?
We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there.
We done went through all this to scatter her ashes over something that she didn't even
We
want?
did it.
We did.
Oh, he's taking the blades off.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy, chill, I'm having a moment, man.
Boy.
Oh my God, he's gonna let him do it.
Carry her.
Can you like it's this shit so good it's getting funny. Like, can you imagine somebody saying to you that this game ain't good? Like, can you just I can't imagine. Can you imagine someone saying to you like this game ain't all
nothing.
that, bruh?
I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Can you imagine somebody saying, nah, that game wasn't all that? Can you imagine saying to someone, yeah, God of War, the reboot, or not even reboot, but the PS4 one, they go,
Anybody
man, that
there?
game is trash. Can you imagine? I can't.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all.
That's good. There's quite a few faces, like.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
There's quite a few faces if they all made it out. Oh, so he put his gauntlets back on and stuff. Oh, so he just took the wrapping off underneath. That made sense. That's what he was using to hide the scars.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
I really like. Let's go down here first. I hope at some point. Like, I know he wouldn't. Maybe when they end the series, like it's really done, they kind of find a way to get Kratos' the ashes off his skin. Just let him be a not a man, because he'll always be a god, I guess. But let him have that aspect of being a human back, like. Instead of having this pale ass skin, like that shit must haunt him. Like he told Atreus about killing his dad and shit. He didn't tell him nothing about killing his family and his kid, and so you know that shit still haunts him.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
No. I didn't. Atreus, touch Kratos.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. And now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
giant? You didn't know she was a giant when you was up in that giant? Man, it's just...
Look. It's Mother's. She was here.
Oh.
She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
So how did she get to Jotunheim?
Let's finish it.
How did she get to Jotunheim? That's crazy. I mean, obviously she came from Jotunheim originally, but you're telling me she left that handprint from there? Probably before she even met Kratos? Yeah, this game is... throughout playing through this game, I was not thinking at all of a sequel to this. But now I definitely am, like, with what's happened, I'm definitely thinking of a sequel, and I can't wait, man. I hope they take a lot of time out, possibly even to the next generation, though, because I want it to be as... This ain't the highest. That hand looks a little bit higher than this.
Father?
No. We do it together. Son.
Ah, done it.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The Giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The Giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Yo! Oh man! They just did it like that! Loki. I wonder why. I genuinely wonder why. Like, I ain't
It all
got a
makes
clue.
sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind?
You just gonna
But
throw the credits
did she
up?
know it was gonna be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh,
Damn. So really, Kratos is part mortal too. Like, I never really thought about that. Is he part mortal? Or did they make him full
so
100%
why do you
god?
want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Amir missed it.
You just gonna throw the credits up like that? It's over! It's over! No! Oh my, that right there, spreading the ashes off the top, that might be the best feeling moment of any game I've ever played. That felt good to have completed such an amazing mission. From start to finish, that had been our goal, and we'd encountered multiple road bumps. Am I still meant to be? I'm still meant to be running, my bad. Oh man. This game, it's my favorite game of all time. I think it's the best game of all time. Previously, you already know if you've been on Cloth Talk or anything.
I understand if you want to go home, but maybe helping people is part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Fam, yeah. I mean, I've always thought The Last of Us had, well, Last of Us to me was undoubtedly the best game of all time. Like, but I mean, things change, like, and rightfully so. Like, The Last of Us came out like 7 years ago.
Lads, am I glad
This
to see
game,
you?
I mean, it's.
I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
We gonna take Mimir somewhere? Explore Atreus, continue exploring. I've already defeated the legendary Valkyries! Alright, so one thing I was told to do, when you complete the game, you go back home with Kratos. There's some sort of scene. I didn't get to get the Infinity Gauntlet, guys, I'm sorry. Alright, so we wanna go Midgard. Like I was saying, like...
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you want to realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
So what you're telling me is God of War, the next God of War, we're gonna have Freya after us, Odin's gonna try us, and we're gonna end up in Asgard fighting Ragnarok. But yo, like, I'm gonna have to check off camera if I can access
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very
if I can access Asgard and stuff. I can't use
That
this.
ain't just snow and you know it. It's the end.
I can't use this? Why not?
dare you make me the voice of reason.
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter day is
Man,
gone.
shut up,
I
man!
can feel it in my screw.
Yeah. We heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Alright, you shut up now, sucker. There we go. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, they can talk. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna see what happens. Home is right up here. Home is where the heart is. But yeah, like, this game is 7 years or so a part of The Last of Us. Like, it's not crazy to think that this is better than it. And I think, like, some people just really attach. It's the same thing with Mass Effect again. People really attach themselves with certain things. Like, people don't want to accept that Mass Effect Andromeda is good.
Oh,
And
man.
some people...
The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes,
Damn
that's
shit.
a terrible pity. Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know.
Oh, Jesus.
From the time
What?
you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
She's a Valkyrie. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! See, they set up the new sequel so perfectly. You just know it's coming, man. You know it's coming. But yeah, for me, let me not get into
We're
it. We'll get into
finally
it.
home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe.
Alright, we're home.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Oh, no, you ain't. Yo, you got chores, little boy. We get to go home, baby. We get to go home. What's this?
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
All this, and then we just go home and chill. It's lit.
What's that?
The ball.
He mad we killed his son. He mad. You mad because I'm styling, huh? That's the way to end it. How else? How else do you end it? So, guys, like I was saying, first of all, I mean, this game is incredible. It's the best game of all time. That's up. Like, usually something like that is an opinion. It's up for debate just a little bit. Like, I don't see how anyone can argue that it's not at least up there with the greatest games of all time. It's unbelievable. In every way, like, it's crazy. Like, in any form, in any platform, whatever, movie, song, anything that I would consider the greatest of all time. Like, even Infinity War, like, I watched Infinity War recently and I loved it. It was insane. One of the greatest films of all time, in my opinion. But there are still things that I didn't like about it. This game, from start to finish, all the side quests I've done, all the hours I put in this game, I can't think of one thing, not one thing that I didn't like, or even one thing that I thought could have been better. It's a flawless game, and there are very few of those. The Last of Us is another one. I think The Last of Us is flawless. There's not a single problem with it. But this is just better. In every aspect, I think it's a little bit better. The graphics are a little bit better. The gameplay, flawless. The combat is so seamless. The combat is so entertaining. Like, anytime you see an enemy, even if you see him across the river, you want to go at him and fight him because you just want to have combat. It's so... There's no limits to the combat in the game. You could do anything you want, you can do it. Whether you want to do... hold R1 into shield smash into the chains, you can link it all so well. It's perfect. The story, unbelievable. It's so layered in the amount of, even like if you're just rowing in the boat and Mimir's telling tales, it's just setting up layers to everything. It's so deep. It goes into Norse mythology. It's got Thor in it. What would you? It's got Thor. They mentioned Loki and Odin, and it's they have throwbacks to the old God of War games. And like I said, the combat is not as different as you would first think to the old God of War games. They give you hints. They got Easter eggs in there. It's an amazing game. Everything works so well. The pacing to the story. Again, the layers. You're not just worrying about scattering the ashes. You're not just thinking about Odin. You're not just thinking about Baldur. You're thinking about Atreus and his sickness and the secrets that Kratos is hiding. And again, like, you have to play this game. I don't want to hear your opinion if you ain't played this game. Like, because there are certain things, like, you can only understand to an extent. If you haven't played it and felt how the combat feels, and how the music, again, the music, even just playing now, like, it's just so perfect for every situation. They have a huge upgrade. What, skill tree is the word. A huge skill tree for multiple different things to unlock. You can upgrade Atreus. You can do... It's the best game of all time. It is. And again, I loved The Last of Us. I loved it. Great game. But it can't compete with this. And again, rightly so. It's like 7 years old. This game has pushed the PS4. My PlayStation sounds like a goddamn leaf blower whenever I put this game in. It sounds like a washing machine. It's pushing the PS4 to its limits. I don't think we'll see a better looking game, a better playing. The game had no cuts. For the whole experience, not a single cut. They utilized, again, I heard in them little scenes when you got like the cracks in the wall and you're shuffling through, that's them loading and rendering the game. Genius. Genius. Like, even The Last of Us had loading screens and stuff. Like, come on, man. The Last of Us 2, before this game came out, listen, this is the game I was most hyped for all year. I'm hyped for Spider-Man, hyped for The Last of Us 2, so on and so forth. But this is the one I was most hyped for. But even then, this game blew my expectations out of the water. I thought without a doubt The Last of Us 2 would be the best game of the year. I thought without a doubt it would be the greatest game of all time. And I'm not saying that I'm less excited for The Last of Us 2 or anything like that. I'm just saying I am not sure it's going to be better than this. Whereas before I was sure. I was sure that this would be great. Last of Us 2 would just be greater. I don't know. It's going to be a long time before a game reaches this level, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. We'll see when E3 comes along. I'm going to be covering let me not lie. I'm not going to cover all of E3. Because there's some bullshit in E3. There's some shit that I don't care about when E3 comes around. But any game that I'm interested in, I'm praying that we see a Splinter Cell release at E3, man. I need a Splinter Cell. But any trailers, any gameplays, any reveals, I'm going to do reactions for. I'm excited, man. It's never been a better time to be a gamer than right now. This game is a part of me now. It really is. It really, like I say, it's an experience. It's not just a game. It's an experience. It's like, I've never smiled so much playing a game. Like, I really haven't. I don't know if you noticed, but even at that end scene when they sprinkled the ashes, I couldn't stop smiling because it just felt so good. Like, everything had been leading up to this. They done a brilliant job. Like, I think, listen, I can't really explain how great this game is, but I think one thing that should tell you how great I feel this game is just the fact that I'm sitting here right now talking to you. Whenever I complete a game, that's it. I hit end recording, and that's it. But now, I feel like I have to sit here and tell you about the whole game and how I feel about it. This game is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And to everybody who made this game, my credit doesn't mean nothing, but I have to say it, man. Cory, Barlog, and everybody, Santa Monica Studios, you've made the greatest game of all time. By a country mile as well, if you ask me. Like, again, I feel like I have to keep saying this, because anytime you say something like this, people will be on you. Oh, how can you hate on The Last? I'm not hating on The Last of Us. I loved The Last of Us, but it doesn't compare. This is a country mile ahead of The Last of Us, for me. And again, it's easy to ignore that because you might have a connection with Joel or Ellie. You might love that game, but come on, man, we have to be real. And if The Last of Us 2 is better than this, I'll admit it. Why wouldn't I? Like, I didn't make this game. I'll admit it. But again, I don't know if it will be. I don't know if this game had everything. It had, and maybe it's just my experience. Like, I didn't see a single bug in the whole game. In today's time, to have no bugs, not a single glitch, not a single time where something went wrong, where someone phased into an object or something. Nothing. It was flawless. There wasn't a single issue with this game. And for a game of this scale, how big it is, to have not a single fault, that's unbelievable. It makes me, I feel emotional talking about this game. Like it's crazy. It's unbelievable, man. But that's it. That's my experience in God of War. Look at me. I just sat here for like 10 minutes talking about a game. Like, I've never done that on this channel. That's how good the game is. And listen, let's end it on this. If you haven't got God of War, first of all, if you haven't played this game, I don't rate you at all. If you have a PlayStation, that is. If you have a PlayStation and you didn't buy this game, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know what you do. Like, why? I don't get it. But if you haven't played this game, I implore you to do so. Like, I know a lot of people, like, children, for example. No, there are some children who watch, and when you're a child, you can't get any game you want. Like, sometimes you can only get a game on Christmas or your birthday or whatever. Like, if that's the case, then this is the game you need to ask for. Like, this is why this game, I can't even put it into words. Like, this game is a description as to why I love gaming. Like, a lot of people don't understand why people play video games and stuff. This game is why. Like, if anyone ever asks you why you play games or tries to, just give them this game. And, like, there's no way you could play this game and not love it. Which is why I don't understand, like, I can never imagine someone telling me they didn't like this game. I can't, like, if you didn't like this game, I don't know what you're looking for in a game. I genuinely don't. But thank you everybody who passed through on this journey from beginning to end. Y'all can see how much I loved it. I'm out, man. I'm out.